Sister Anna Dura, Sisters of the Holy Redeemer. I think a bishop or an archbishop was giving a talk, and all I can remember is this one question he threw out. Is God calling you to be a sister, a brother, a priest? And I felt like that was God, like, right, I remember in my heart feeling that, and I filled up with tears because I thought, oh my gosh, God is calling me, but I can't do that. You know, do I really want to do that?
Brother Patrick Wimbush, Benedictine monk of Newark Abbey. I made a visit to the monastery, and as soon as I walked in the door, I felt right at home. There was just something about the place that was just attractive.
Sister Angela Gertzma, Apostles of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. I told the young man I was dating, you know, when John Paul II said that, that was me. I'm going to be a sister. And he said, okay, listen, you're excited. You just saw the Pope. You know, you don't even know what religious life is. I said, I know that, but I'm definitely called to it.
Kevin DePrinzio, Augustinians of the province of St. Thomas of Villanova. There were 10 friars at the high school at the time. The way they interacted with each other, the way they were in the classroom, the way they preached, that I thought, they're an interesting group of guys. What's that about? And then slowly I realized that this curiosity turned into an attraction for me.
Sister Emanuela Lee, Sisters of the Holy Family of Nazareth. My whole life was in Catholic school, so I was surrounded by sisters and priests. I'm always curious, you know, I'm like, what are they doing, you know, at home? I mean, are they watching TV? Are they praying the whole time? Do they have time to go for shopping and on the phone and all of this? So when I enter religious life, it's just one word, curiosity.
Father Joseph Manuth, Dominican province of St. Albert the Great. It was at the university, I guess, where my friends started to talk about possibilities and maybe the religious life. And so the thought was in the back of my head, you know, a couple of priests had mentioned the idea to me, and it was somehow appealing. The idea started to grow, how awesome it would be to give up everything and follow Christ.
Brother Jesus Alonso, Congregation of Holy Cross. So I was there for 6 weeks with the brothers. And then I moved to my apartment, and I was still dating at the time, but I became essentially I missed having those conversations and their company. So I would always go back about once a week. And that's when everything really began taking form, where I said, well, this is something I want to try.
Sister Sarah Colas, Sisters of St. Francis of Dubuque, Iowa. I started imagining what it would be like for me to be a sister. Now this is unusual because I'm from Texas. I really wasn't around a lot of sisters growing up. I already knew that I wanted to study theology, and that was separate in my mind from the sister thing as I thought about it. I had not told anyone at this point that I was considering being a sister, and because who would believe me?